podcast. Just trying to make it out.
Yo, testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Are we live? Are we on? Yes, I believe that we're live and we're on the air. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Doggie Diamonds. I wasn't supposed to go live tonight. I started back in the gym today.
Out.
I know I'm gonna be dead tired, so I started back in the gym, ran the treadmill for an hour, did chest today. But me and this brother had a dialogue on my Instagram live one day, and I erased it because I'm like, you know what, this is something that needs to be talked about in front of a broader audience, because I'm not from Chicago. I know some people from Chicago, but I wanted to hear other people's perspective on what's going on in Chicago and what Chicago is all about. So he was breaking it down for me as much as he could, because us being from different places. I'm Brooklyn, many of y'all are different places. We always like, man, Chicago really like that? Are they exaggerating? Like, what's going on in Chicago? But nobody ever really talks to people from Chicago. We look at the news, we look at the clippings, we look at everything, but nobody ever really talks to Chicago native and somebody who lives there. So that's what I decided to do today. I decided to talk to somebody who's from the town and what's going on. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on Tone Diesel. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on, doggy?
Introduce yourself to the people.
All right, big bro. My name's Tone Diesel. Chicago resident, born and raised.
Okay.
South suburbs. Shit, man. Record label, Wealth Lane Entertainment. Got a clothing line. What I'm rocking right now.
I didn't get a shirt, but it's cool. It's cool.
I got you. We boys.
Yeah.
Go hop on the phone. I'm gonna get your size. We gonna definitely sing you some shit.
Yeah. So only thing we don't do, we try not to curse too much because you two will be funny. So yeah, just that's cool. We let two slip, but it's cool. Let's go.
Yeah. So that's what we got going on. Plethora clothing line, and then of course, G Talk 2020 podcast.
Okay.
And you can find YouTube.com, G Talk 2020. All social media is G Talk 2020. And my social media handle, all social media is Tone_Diesel. Or you could just search Tone Diesel.
Okay, so I have some questions. Is the shootings in Chicago really going on the way that the media portrays it? Because sometimes we see 74 people shot this weekend, 54 people shot in 3 days, or is that really happening like that?
It's happening, but in a city of 11 million people and 40 people get shot, those numbers kind of low, and it's not.
Yeah, I guess. I know what you're saying, but
okay, honestly, before we even get further, because I know some viewers from other cities, other states, they might be like, because us Chicagoans, we know we can get desensitized to the violence.
Gotcha.
And other cities hear the numbers, and other places hear the numbers, and if you don't give them numbers, it sounds crazy. But the way Chicago is set up, we're segregated. We really split up in like sides: the north side, east side, west side, south side. Or as in Chicago, we say you either out south, over east, up north, out west.
Got you.
That's real Chicagoan terminology.
Okay.
So like a south sider would say, like, I'm considered a south sider because I'm out south. I'm south suburbs. So anything that's south of Chicago, south suburbs, whatever, and not going to be confused because I know a lot of people like suburbs.
Yeah, because I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Suburbs to us is nice house. You got a front lawn, you got a back lawn. What's going on.
South suburbs are really close to the city.
Okay.
Not like how in other cities, and even when you're like north suburbs, western suburbs in Chicago, it takes a minute. You feel me? Like, you're in Chicago, and then you're like, oh damn, the house has changed and everything. But that's how Chicago is. It's segregated.
Okay.
So, and what they're doing in Chicago, they're moving a lot of Chicago people to the south suburbs.
Okay.
So South suburbs has crime too. So when you hear suburbs and so like Harvey or Sibley, you hear a lot of Chicagoans talk about Sibley. That's a South suburb. That's a street on the South suburb. Like 147 Cowboy. 147 is Sibley Boulevard. That's the South suburbs.
Okay, so your suburbs is 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 this homes or these projects? Like, what is the suburb to y'all?
They're homes. We got apartments. You know what I mean? We got projects.
Okay, in the
So
suburbs though.
in the suburbs, because
Hmm.
like so the south side of Chicago stops on 130th,
Okay.
but suburbs starts on 131st.
Okay.
And then people move all the time, and it's different. Like you have to come to Chicago to see it. But when you're on the north side, like the north side, it's crazy because Chicago is such a segregated place that each side of Chicago has like a Polish side or Italian side. Like like
Chinatown or Chinatown and stuff like that.
yeah, but like in Chicago, we have one Chinatown,
Oh, okay.
but in every side of town, pretty much there's where the Mexicans are.
Got you.
You know what I mean? There's where the Italians are. It's where the Polish are. Like we could go down 95th Street in Chicago, and it will literally be the hood. Then
Okay.
it will be suburbs, and then from when I say suburbs, I mean it's mixed. It's Mexicans, it's blacks, it's whites. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? And then you go further down, it's like the Italian neighborhood. Then it's the maybe the Polish neighborhood. Like Chicago is very diverse.
So, is it a difference between wearing the White Sox and the Cubs?
It is.
And what's the difference?
Like Southsiders and people over east, we wearing Sox hats.
Okay.
People on the north side, on the west side, they may wear Cubs hats. But I know for sure north siders. West
Okay.
siders, you know what I mean? It depends. Because even on the west side, it's like southwest and it goes west. Like we're real demographic and like real map territorial. Like,
Territorial. Okay.
right. So
A lot of
yeah.
tribalism. So,
Yeah.
the
And
biggest. Go ahead.
like the folks people should work. You know what I mean? Why it's so
Based on
important.
area. Okay. So the folks are who?
The folks include blacks, Latins, Polish. Same thing with the people. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty much like if it was a baseball team.
The Mets and Yankees.
Yeah, but or like the MLB more per se. You feel
Okay.
me? Whereas like the American League and it's the
National League.
National League. You feel me?
Okay.
So like folks, you'll have like the BDs, the GDs, SDs, Latin gangs and shit. You know what I mean?
SBs.
Yeah, SDs.
I never heard of SBs.
That's a Latin gang.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the
Then you got,
peoples is who?
huh?
The peoples is who?
Peoples is Blackstones, Vice Lords, and then you got nations inside of like that too with the people and shit. Like you got the Vice Lord Nation,
Got you.
the Black Keystone Nation,
So
and
Vice
that
Lord Nation and Traveling Vice Lord is the same thing?
yeah, like
Okay.
traveling is under the Vice Lord Nation, which is under the People Nation.
You know why? Because a lot of us who's not from different cities, we seen a lot of gangland stuff. So we know
Right.
some of these names from gangland. So I'm like the
Us.
four corner hustlers, and I'm like, that's really
Shout out
some.
to the folk. My engineer is actually a folk on the hustle.
Oh
You know,
man.
yeah.
So all right.
I go like you could have like blood relatives, and like it's crazy because you think about like rivals in Chicago, like the Stones versus GDs, or everybody versus GDs, everybody GDK. You know what I mean? So, but like your daddy could be BD, your cousin could be from out west, and he a Vice Lord. You got a cousin that's over east, he is Stone, and you live somewhere on the south side, and you GD. You feel
So
me?
so it has a lot more to do with where you live,
Right.
where you from. So okay, so now I always thought the BDs and the GDs was one at one point,
They were.
and then it split somehow.
They were different organizations. They combined as one, and then they split apart again.
So it's not Black Gangster Disciple no more.
It's not.
Okay, all right. So they split, and through hip hop and Chief Keef, it seemed like the BDs and the GDs are going at it. Am I correct on that?
It started from a Chicago point of view. From my point of view, I can't say because you ask a BD, it might be something else. You ask somebody from a different side of town, it may be something else. But from my point of view, it started with JoJo making a song BDK.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And then Chief Keef responded with the GDK shit, and then JoJo died, and then that's when that and a couple of other incidents that happened around the 05, 07 timeline that really kicked off.
But that was really the most notable thing that everybody, that's public information with Lil JoJo.
Correct.
Okay, who's now deceased, and that's what started the rivalry.
I wouldn't say it started it, but I'll say it added fire to the flame.
So who is Tuka?
Tuka is a Gangster Disciple member from over in that area in the Inglewood area.
So he was living in the wrong part of town?
No, it was just that Tuka, that's some whole. Okay, and that's another thing. Like,
is that hip hop? That wasn't hip hop related?
It wasn't hip hop related.
Okay.
That was some real street shit. You know, everything like it's going back to geographics. So, like I say, it's black. So one block may be GD, one block may be BD. You know what I mean? Or times change, whatever. Like perfect example, Dirk Daddy GD, Lil Durk BD. You know what I mean? Like,
so he's supposed to have beef with his father? Like,
no, I would think so because he's so like dropped the rakes, slam the rakes, and that's another thing. That's in Chicago. You know what I mean? Like, or that's what we call the pitchfork. You know what I mean? How would consider like the Gangster Disciple, growth and development pitchfork. You know what I mean? We call it the rakes or the forks.
Got you.
So like, yeah. So, and then when you see people, I don't want to do it, but like, yeah. But when you see people like doing like this, they're like, that's another thing. Like y'all New York niggas, y'all like really like dropping the rakes like this and shit. Like we don't do that in Chicago no more. That's like old school shit. You feel me? Like niggas be really like. I'm not because I'm part of the growth and development organization, but like for example, like people, you know, they like really try to, you know, baldy 3 fingers up. You feel me? Like even
so that's the new way of dropping the rakes. I mean, that's the old way of dropping the rakes.
You feel, yeah, like the New York way, how you see in the videos. You know what I mean? How niggas be doing that. But growth and development, I think, you know, we in like 28 states in the United States. You feel me? And from what I've heard, we like worldwide. We got folks in Germany and other countries and shit.
Ask Rick Ross when he wanted to go on tour. That's a whole other subject.
that was because I ain't even gonna talk about that.
Yeah. But you know why why that happened with Ross? He violated somehow.
Yeah, like real Chicago members know, and real like. You like okay, I'm gonna tell you like this, like the South, they really what you would consider like GD crazy. Like you feel me, like how the West Coast or like Blood Crips, like set trip, that's what they call it. Like niggas be like, I'm BD crazy or I'm GD crazy. Like that's what we consider like set trip type shit. So yeah, like the South, they really GD crazy. You feel me? Like you seen the videos, bro. Like it's nothing I'm making.
They started sending them to me personally. I started getting the videos personally. Like they would directly send the videos to me. You know what I'm saying? Free my homie KK too, Atlanta GD KK. That's my dude.
KK, good dude.
Yeah, that's my dude. So Okay, so our perception is um Dirk is beefing with Duck, and Duck passes away, and he never really said Duck name when Duck was alive too much, but then Duck dies and he disses Duck. Like, how did the city feel about that?
Well, it wasn't no secret in Chicago that they had beef
Okay.
because listen to the lyrics of both the rappers, you would know like the people they name and the sets they name and you feel me. So like when they talk about like that's another thing in Chicago. Even though it's segregated, people know the neighborhood and they know what organizations is over there. You feel me? And it's close. Like Dirt and well, not Dirt. I should say like O Block, Parkway Gardens projects, which is O Block. You feel me? Like the world knows O Block is O Block, but we know what projects that is, and we know why it's called O Block. You feel me? Like it's a reason it's called O Block. You feel me? So
Can you indulge and explain why it's called O Block?
I mean, I can, but I don't want to misconstrue information. I don't
Okay,
want
yeah,
to,
yeah, okay, yep, okay.
so, yeah.
Yeah, because somebody be like, he don't know what he talking about. That's not why it's called O Block. You know these people on the internet. But so, if you are GD,
Because
you can't go to
thing
O
like
Block.
no, that's another thing. Like when niggas be really on that, like when people be on that GDK or BDK, it's not the whole everyone. It's probably like the people in their neighborhood
Okay.
or the people they or the people who they opposition is type. You know what I mean? Because like I say, like you may live on the west side, but your family on the east side, and
hmm
they another. You know what I mean? Because that's just what it is.
So so Tuckerville is somewhere else too.
Yeah, Tuckerville is a city. Well, not a city. It's the side of Chicago, which is actually like a set. And that's another thing. Like when you hear like O Block and Tuckerville, and you feel me? People JoJo World, like they're actually set names, but like their friends or their family call it that in respect to the dead.
Got you.
Right. So
So
like
go
so
ahead, go ahead, go
perfect.
ahead.
No Limit,
Mm-hmm.
Dirt. That's actually Terrortown.
Hmm.
That's black. Like niggas in Chicago know that like Bibby. Well, you know, I ain't gonna talk about that, but like people know where they stand. You know what I mean when it comes because they know what's out of town, and then just listen to the lyrics and what they say because everybody, you know what I mean, pretty much talk about their ops. So you know, and then it's a whole demographic thing. So it's easy to understand because I got family in Michigan. You feel me? And they like, man, when Lil Durk was popping, like my little cousin at the time, he's 16 now, but at the time he was like a little shorty. He like, oh, you know Chief Keef? Like, nah, bro, just because I'm from Chicago or like I used to live in Inglewood when I
Yeah.
was I mean I know Chief Keef because I'm 33.
Yeah.
So it's like that nigga, he my little brother age.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So I wouldn't know him. I wouldn't know the man. Like you would know a freshman who was just like a real true freshman minding his business, and
Got you.
you feel me? Like I don't know. Like the nigga go to my school, but I don't know the nigga.
So how do y'all feel as Chicago, and you being, part of the growth and development organization, when y'all see the New York drill rappers throwing the rakes down? How do y'all feel about that?
Honestly, we be laughing and confused because it's like what we do to y'all, and it's like, but that's just the thing. Like it's I don't know. It really comes down to from like a Chicago point of view. Like we all know the rep of how people feel about the East Coast Bloods and East Coast Crips. You feel me? Because it's like, do y'all really got roots or ties back
The West, yeah.
to it started? You feel me? But any Chicago gang that's anywhere, they have a phone call. They got ties to Chicago. You
Mm.
feel me? So us being from Chicago, and it's like some niggas that want to be Bloods or some niggas that say they Crips into it with why they dropping the rakes?
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? We
But
don't.
you
We
know it is GDs in Brooklyn.
I do, and I found that
Go
out
ahead.
like spoke on before. You know, like my cousin moved to Brooklyn from Michigan when he was 16.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Michigan ain't nothing but 2 hours away. Detroit ain't nothing but 4 hours away from Chicago. Atlanta ain't nothing but 12 hours away from Chicago. Indianapolis ain't nothing but 6 hours away. St. Louis ain't nothing but 4, 5 hours away. Memphis ain't nothing but 8 hours away. Like we really are the hub. Like New York ain't nothing but a 14-hour drive.
Yeah.
Ohio. So it's like it's easy for us, and because we not just growth and development, but a lot, all pretty much all Chicago organizations is like strong and really was doing, you know what I mean? They diligence, due diligence, whatever. You see them everywhere. Like it's vice lords in Memphis. It's vice lords in Mississippi.
So
It's
so so what I want to ask you is that do the New York artists that's dropping the rakes not know that they're being disrespected? Because I think they're doing it because of what's going on in New York. But do they not know that you might not be able to tour anywhere
right. I,
now?
I think they just so busy into, you know what I mean, what they are that they don't think that we really are worldwide.
Got you.
You feel me? And it also goes into seeing other Chicago artists diss other Chicago artists. But they don't know that when FBG Duck say BDK, he don't mean all BDs. He just means the BDs he's into it with.
Got you.
You feel me? Like I got homies that Vice Lords, Stones, whatever, BDs, whatever, you family friends, whatever. And instead of shaking up their handshake, they'll just shake up, drop the rakes.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like mostly all of them. Only time I really see them like is when they like turned and they feeling themselves like, oh yeah, we hit this bit. But that's a Chicago thing. Like you might go to a Chicago club and see a lot of people throwing their sets up, shaking up. You feel me? Not only disrespect shit, but that's just like how you just go, yeah, bro, we in this bitch. It's fun. It's lit. You feel me?
How
But you,
come but I
yeah,
realize a lot of people who are GD is kind of they're quiet though. Like we don't know your GD. We don't know who's a GD, and I feel like everybody who's everybody else, they kind of have something that is
but that,
public.
but that's because well, I can't go into all of that, but like real members know like rule number one. That also you gotta say like rule number one. You feel me? And like real growth and development, they know. Like as soon as I say that, they know. You feel
Hmm.
me? Cause that's what it is. And it's the way we carry ourselves. We're an organization. We're not a gang. We're not disrespectful. You know what I mean? We protect what's. You know what I mean? We protect what needs to be protected. You don't see nobody. Not like. But we do have like renegades and insanes or whatever. But they just pretty much. They still got a code of conduct. Like most Chicago organizations, not just growth and development, even the BDs, like BDs, you're about going too in depth. Like most people in the world look like black development. I mean, black disciples, but they call themselves better development.
Mm.
Like, excuse me. So you know what I mean? And like the vice versa, conservatives. You feel me? It's a whole lot that goes into it. It's not just a a thing. You know
You
what I
don't
mean?
you don't have to confirm or deny it, but I hear one of the most famous GDs is Kanye West.
I'm not gonna say yes.
But you ain't gonna say no either, right?
No.
But yeah, Kanye is shout out to Kanye
Yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
he's on, you know. So
But
uh
I
go ahead.
just listen to some of his lyrics, some of his older shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Look at some of his artists. Look at his circle. Like one of his artists, one of his like most popular early songs, "Drive Slow" with Paul Wall. It's also featured one of my big brothers, one of the homies from Chicago by the name of GOC. He's growth and development. You feel
Mm.
me? Like very close with Lil Larry, which is like Larry Hoover's first son, the one who looked just like him and everything. Like so, it's You feel me? But it's cool. Like, but even in Chicago, like, it's a thing where you hear about on the news, like all these young niggas shooting up funerals and whatever. But like when one of an important person of an organization pass away or whatever, or you get married, what everyone comes out to pay respect. You feel me? Like when King Shorty passed away, um, Jeff Fort daughter was there. Um, some of the members of different organizations around the world. I mean, not around the world, but Chicago was there. You feel me?
So,
Because
but I wanted to ask you before I cut you. I didn't mean to cut you, but I wanted to get into this. Why are the kids wilding like that? Like, is it what's going on?
like guns are easy to access.
Uh huh.
Car car cracking is an all time high. Drug dealing niggas doing that. Young niggas can't tell them shit. Can't tell a nigga with money nothing. Can't tell a young brother with money nothing. You feel me? Like all of the old heads, as we consider them in Chicago, or just like older guys or people who really held the structures down of all organizations have been locked up. You feel
Hmm.
me? All Chicago organizations. You feel me? So like, and that's another thing. People was getting violated. It was rules. You had to know codes of conducts and your laws and how you presented yourself. Like you couldn't not go to school. Like wasn't no knuckleheads not going to school. You feel
Hmm.
me? Because if one of the other brothers, older brothers, whoever saw you from your organization, they go beat you and you going to school. They go drop you off at school.
Hmm.
And then you might have to talk about it when they had a meeting, when they have a session, a function, whatever, or church, whatever your organization called when they come together. You feel me?
Hmm.
Now you gotta, so it's different. But when you lock people up and now the young niggas is running it, or like, you know, it's different.
So,
Without,
but what I'm tripping off of is so is no OGs no more. Is nobody that can say, "Yo, y'all calm down," or this, that, and the third. Like, I'm
saying that,
confused.
not saying that, it's OGs, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, the structure isn't as strong as it used to be. You
Got
feel
you.
me? Because it's always been in Chicago. Like wherever you at, like I say, going back to the locations and geographic type things. Well, if you from this neighborhood, like in Chicago, a thing people ask you is where you from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we know you from Chicago because we're in Chicago, but it's like, oh, you from 63rd and Normal. Oh, you BD. You feel me? Because that's a BD neighborhood. You
Okay.
feel me? And then from there, it's like, oh no, I ain't. I'm a neutron. You feel me? And that's what in Chicago, that's what they call and how it's been called. Like, nah, I'm a neutron, which means neutral.
Mm.
I'm neutral. I'm not on anybody. I'm not in no organization. I got a job. I play sports, whatever. You feel me? I'm just a regular guy. Go to school, whatever. You feel me? Like, that's easily understood. So you say that from there, but most people like, oh, where you from? Most people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear you a neutron.
Mm.
You feel me? Oh, you BD, huh? Oh, you GD, huh? You Vice Lord, huh? Oh, you know what I mean? You New Breed, huh? And that's another thing. Like, even though you hear a lot of like just BD, GD, Vice Lord, Blackstone, it's a lot of other organizations that got a lot of power, and that's really holding it down for where they at. You feel me? It's the Soul, Black Souls. It's fucking 2-6, which is another Spanish folks gang. Is the Saints. It's the Counts. Those are like people, Hispanic gangs. You know what I mean? Because it's Humble Park, which is a north side in Chicago, but that's where like the Puerto Ricans and the Mexicans and Latinos are at. You feel me?
So is
And
the
they got
Latin Kings big out there too?
oh man, yeah, they Latin Kings is everywhere. You feel me?
Okay.
Like yeah, they started here.
Got
You
you.
feel me? Like yeah, bro. Like you go see Kings and all sub. Like I ain't gonna lie, you go see Kings everywhere.
Mm.
Like suburb, south suburb, wherever is a Hispanic, it's gonna be a king. And in the same token, wherever there's a king, it's probably a SD, a 2-6, or somebody from the folks organization that's a Hispanic or Latino. And that's how it is. Well,
Got you. Could y'all get them likes up too? Come on, man. There's a lot of people in the room, and I don't got them likes like that. Y'all be in a lot of these other dudes' lives liking they stuff, and they don't even be.
Yeah,
Anyway,
man.
man, get them
I think
likes up, man. Seriously.
because I'm really telling them what it's like in Chicago. So like all of their fantasies of like, you feel me, like the murder rate, and that's another thing. Like Gary, Indiana, they're a smaller town city than us. They be getting as much numbers as us.
mm.
That's a bigger story. You feel me? Why nobody talking about that? Because if you got 200,000 people and they doing down in the same numbers as us, that's a bigger, you know what I mean, demographic than Chicago with 11 million people.
Mm.
That's a bigger problem, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But
So,
because Chicago is a major city and the media and everything, they put the light on Chicago and the murder rate. But them niggas like Freddie Gibbs, he a vice lord from Gary, Indiana.
yeah, he is
That's
from yeah.
yeah, but like it's all the same, bro. Like and he Chicago, and that's another thing. Like Indiana and Chicago, right here, South suburbs. Like I'm 10 minutes away from Hammond, Indiana. I'm 30, 45 minutes away from Gary, Indiana.
Mm.
And Chicago niggas, we travel, bro. Like the same way, like how you say, like New York niggas, they talk about
I
Virginia.
go anywhere, Brooklyn. I go any town, any state, right to the hood too.
That's how Chicago niggas are. You feel me?
Okay.
And that's another reason that growth and development, vice lords, black stones, Latin kings, they everywhere
Mm-hmm.
because we not afraid to travel. And this also it goes down to we we are a hub. You feel me? Like we the third biggest city, been like that, but we also like on a highway tip. Chicago is very important. On the railroad tip, it's very important. You feel me? On the airline tip, it's very important. You feel me? So a lot of good shit coming through, a lot of bad shit coming through.
So is it true that the police is stirring up a lot of stuff and dropping the guns off in the city?
I wouldn't say the police. I'd probably say more like the government.
Yeah, I mean the government and the police the same, but the government, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel. But honestly, bro, and me and my homie was talking about this shit now. Like the police, they really don't be on shit unless you want some hot shit. Like niggas could really just ride around like pistols on them. You feel me? Blowing blunts. Like
So y'all allowed to like carry? Y'all don't need. Y'all just need y'all driver's license and go carry as long as you don't have a.
we got concealed to carry, but even with that, like most people got illegal or dirty guns. You feel me? Like some people, that's a lot of people that really got concealed carries, but like street niggas, they. I know a nigga that's selling niggas like full
No, you
handguns.
don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't know none of that. Yeah, yeah. Keep it moving. Yeah.
I
Strike that
heard,
from the record. Yeah.
I heard of a person
Allegedly. Yeah.
allegedly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and you got to think if it's a group of 5 people, 5 little niggas, and you could get 4 handguns for $500.
Mm.
Okay, well, let's shovel some snow. It's the wintertime. Or, you know, our people will break off some bread. You know what I mean? You put up 75, I put up 75, you put up 75. You know, we'll get cuz put up 75. Well, now we got pistols.
So is it? So is it for protection or is it for defense or offense? Because I'm kind of confused why everybody's walking around with the pipe on them now.
Most people in Chicago have everybody got one, so I got to get one mentality.
Hmm.
It goes down to what type of person you're dealing with.
Got you.
You feel me? Most people in Chicago who conceal to carry or who even got dirty pistols got them because I'm on the defense.
Hmm.
I'm trying to protect myself. Because niggas is carjacking, niggas is robbing, niggas is just wilding.
So what happened? All right, you 33.
Mm-hmm.
33 now is old to the little dudes. You in
Yeah.
your 30s. Like you, if you make it to your 30s, you old.
Yeah.
You can't take the OG role and take 15 little dudes and say, yo, y'all sit down and chill. They
And
don't.
Look, you 25 and you got a car and like a place to lay your head. You big homie. When
Wow,
she,
25?
yeah, and that's
Crazy.
the and that's the problem.
So the big homie became because I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna just say something.
You got some money and you got
Yeah,
something
see,
that
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not calling no little dude big homie. First and foremost, my big homies is all older than me. First and foremost, all
you know what
my
I mean.
big homies is older than me.
But in Chicago, they started early.
Hmm.
So what you probably did, not you in particular, but what someone probably do like at 17, as
Mm-hmm.
far as talents or putting in work, quote unquote, you may do you like 12, 13, you feel me? 11. So when you 17, you 4 years deep in the game.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
You feel me? But not because it's older niggas like, you know what I mean, having little niggas do dirty work, you feel me? Like that's, but nowadays, if big homie 25 and you 14 and you like, oh man, he on some rims, he got a car, he got some hoes, he got a bankroll, you know what I mean? He demand where I'm at. Not because most people, and like even in Brooklyn, like wherever you at, if that's all you know, that's all you know.
Facts.
So like if you in Brooklyn, you like, man, this nigga the man in Marcy.
Mm-hmm.
He's the man in the world.
Because that's all I know. Marcy is the word.
Marcy is the world.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So if you never had nothing and he break you off a band and you like, man, shoot this nigga. You feel me? Like you was just sharing shoes with your cousin. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Now you got enough to either buy 10 pair of ones or go buy you some designer shit.
So, in Chicago, how hmm, how did the hip hop scene affect Chicago for the negative?
I wouldn't. Chicago drill music in particular, because Chicago music has always been a staple in like hip hop, but like Chicago drill music in particular, it helped a lot of Chicagoans,
Mm-hmm.
but it made the violence.
That's what I mean. How did the hip hop songs that's coming out increase the violence?
In Chicago, it made niggas really like, I ain't gonna say pick sides, but it was more of this nigga on some BD shit, or like you go to a party and they'll play like a song, and
Mm-hmm.
you'll hear anybody trying that BD ass shit, anybody trying that GD ass shit, anybody hear that Vice Lord ass shit. You feel me? Because of the artist, or because they may have said a line in a song, or they may have dissed a member from another organization. Even though I might not know Tuka, but I know he part of growth and development.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to hear nobody talk about GDK.
Mm.
Like I fuck with Pop Smoke, but he was just so GD crazy that it was like, why he GD? Like
Because it was a Brooklyn. But see, this is what I'm saying. It was a Brooklyn thing that he doesn't. That him, Fivio, a lot of them don't understand that. Yeah, you might be into it with the dudes in Brooklyn, but this is the world. You know what I'm saying? Like,
your fan base, because I know like my brother's a DJ,
uh huh.
DJ Brown. But when Fabio say, if you ain't GDK, what the fuck you doing around me? Like he purposely like, if you ain't GD, like he doesn't play the K part. You feel me?
Okay.
But
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you feel me? But he growth and development. But like that's when we in the crib. You feel me? But when he's out in public, he don't even play that part.
Got you.
When
Got
he's
you.
doing or he's like doing a party with up, he don't even. He might like mute that line or drop a bomb on that line. You feel me? Or like because we don't know who at the party.
So how come musically, it seemed like no GD rappers exists. It seemed like all the rappers are BDs. What is that? Some black bull thing going on in Chicago?
Because there's a lot of influential growth and development, like how you talked about Ye. You feel me? And rumors of Ye and rumors of like other like, and I go back into the '90s. A lot of the early hip hop concerts that came to Chicago was either thrown by Vice Lords, GDs, BDs, Blackstones.
Mm-hmm.
So like we've always been involved in the music industry, but growth and development rule number one.
Hmm.
So you not really finna be seeing a lot of growth and development members. You feel me? Now, in the same way like any organization, we go rep our shit, but we ain't about to be out here disrespectful, wilding out. All that shit be young niggas, drunk niggas, high niggas, tweaking niggas.
But what I'm saying is that all we know is dirt.
You
Chief
know,
Keef.
King Louis, he GD.
I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah,
that. Okay.
yeah. And that was another thing, like that whole King Louis, Lil Durk shit. Like niggas just maybe from the out, like how you say you didn't know that. Niggas from the outside looking in may have thought that was just some Chicago dish shit, but like in Chicago, niggas was really on some. You feel me? Like the BDs is really fucking with Dirk, and the GDs is really fucking with Lou. And in a lot of Chicagoans' minds, Louis should have been blew up.
Hmm. But I'm just saying, like when I think of the rappers who get all the praise, it's always a BD. And I mean, I don't got a nickel in that quarter, so I don't want nobody to think I'm on anybody's side, because I ain't from the town and I ain't in nobody politics. But I'm just saying,
FBG Duck, he was part of the mob. You feel me? Like that was that EBT, all that shit that they be hollering out. EBT, STL, that's GD. Like that whole Dirk Von shit. They BDs. They no Lamron is another set. You feel me? And that's how they be sets. But niggas cool. They know each other. You feel me? Just like how, uh, whatever, like Nine Trey Blood may fuck with Gorilla Stone Blood. You feel me? Like it's two different type of. They bloods, but you feel me? He this, he that. But like in Chicago, it's like we BD, but I'm BD from 115th and wherever, and he BD from 63rd and whatever. But we BD and we cool. You feel me?
so
That's how.
is the Stones in Chicago Bloods too?
No, and that's crazy you say that because right before we got the phone, right before we did this, I was on the phone with T. Rogers. That's like a big bro and like a mentor of mine. Like I talked
Okay.
to him like four times.
Hook up that T Rogers interview, but that's another. We work on that another time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, for sure, I got you, bro. For sure, I got you.
Okay.
For sure. And but yeah, him being raised in Chicago, he was a Black P Stone,
Mm-hmm.
and then he moved in L.A. when Bloods was really forming, and he did his twist, and he just took his organization skills and you know what I mean, and with permission and blessing, he did his twist.
Hmm.
But all stones are not blood. No stones are bloods.
See, you know, I'm thinking all Stones are blood.
No,
Okay.
under the five Black P Stone Nation. You feel me? The Black P Stone Bloods in LA are their own thing.
So L.A. Black Peen Stones is something
It,
different. It's a difference between them and the Chicago ones.
they're stones, from my understanding.
Got you.
It's part of the Blood organization because they're in LA and that's their thing. You feel me?
Got
That's
you.
a LA thing. There's no Bloods or Crips in Chicago.
And
Maybe
you standing on it. Yo, somebody typed that in the chat room. Right as you
I'm
said that, there are no Bloods and Crips. Well, no, they
I've
said no Bloods and Crips will ever take over Chicago.
never. Apparently in the '90s, I heard that they tried. It wasn't getting violent, but they y'all gotta get out of here, G. Like they like it no, G. You know. You feel me? Like and it's
I
no
yeah.
but there's no now you can be a transplant. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? I go sit here and say like there's no Bloods or Crips in Chicago. Like there's none that exists. But perfect example. If you're in high school
Mm-hmm.
and you're a blood,
Mm-hmm.
you're probably going to flip to a organization that's under the Five Nation. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? If you're a Crip, you probably go. You know what I mean? Like if you go to St. Louis or other state, like the A-Ball Treaty, that's some whole. You feel me? You Crip, we. You feel me? We folks, we GD, whatever.
You
But
know, I
but
have no idea what you're talking about, but go ahead. I don't know nothing about none of that gang organization. I'm gonna be real with you.
but that's what it is, bro. Like it's shit real.
Yeah,
But like people that's watching this shit that's like from other states like St.
yeah,
Louis, they're probably like, yeah, the 8 ball treaty and shit. You feel me? Or down south. That's some down south, Midwest shit. Some Southern Illinois. Not you still Chicago because you in Illinois, but you're 3, 4, 5 hours away. You feel me? Like on the map, Illinois don't look big, but that shit long as hell. Like the reason it takes so long to go to southern states, it's not because of going through other states. It's getting through Illinois.
you
You,
know, one of my favorite groups is Crucial Conflict. I love Crucial Conflict.
West
Um,
Side,
and
they
I don't
Lord.
they lords, yeah. I don't know why they didn't blow up. And I love the LEP Bogus Boys. G Count is like one of my favorite rappers.
Count Mooney, yeah, them good people, man. G
Yeah,
Count Big, they do, yeah.
yeah.
Low end. That's what LEP stands for,
Okay,
and that's another South Side or Chicago term
got you.
because South South. Like out west, they intersections. You might be on Independence and something, or Springfield or something, or you feel me? Another name, a name and a name. But out south, over east, that's when you got, you know, numbers.
Hmm.
So 10th, 100, 200. You feel me? So kind of like on some Harlem shit.
Got you. But yeah, I just had to let that be known. Crucial Conflict. When then they did that Hey, the Scummy joint. Those
And
my
man,
joints. And
they act, they had like a little gang song too though.
see, I
They did.
didn't. I just remember the commercial stuff and the way
Okay,
they was jumping around. I just love it
yeah.
because it's
So
what's the main dude name? I'm about to say his name.
it's low.
The main rapper from Crucial Conflict. He actually was in Belly too.
Hmm. I can't think his name, man. Like I said, I
Yeah,
don't. It's Bel Air,
yeah,
but
yeah. I'm about to say his name. Yeah, I can't think of it real quick. And G Count is one of my favorite rappers. I
yeah,
like G Count a lot. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to
yeah.
my yeah, I like G Count a lot.
So you know, on the Crucial Conflict album, with Hay in the middle of the bars and
Mm-hmm.
everything, and Rodeo, like on that album, they got a song in there called "You Should Have Broke It to the Left, Man."
Mm-hmm.
Like, see,
Cohard, yeah, that's his name. Cohard.
oh,
That's his name.
oh,
Cohard. Yeah, Cohard. Yeah, that's that.
yeah,
Shout out to
yeah,
Cohard. Yeah, that's one of my favorite rappers ever from
yeah.
Chicago.
That shit, that shit was some real ass.
So in Chicago, you can't where you wear your hat signifies something. Is it still like that or that's over?
No, it's still like that, but I'm not just gonna say Chicago. I'm gonna say like anywhere in the Midwest.
Okay, so it's a Midwest thing. Okay, okay.
It's a folks people thing.
Got you. Okay.
Like the same way Crips will know Crips will know be- because you got your hat to the left and you
Got you. Where you wear
it's
your bandana, yeah, yeah.
wearing now we don't really do the color shit.
Got you.
Like now in most organizations they have colors. You feel me? To represent. They got flags, you know what I mean? But it's not like, oh man, you growth and development, you can only wear blue and black.
Got you.
I have on a red, blue, and black shirt. You feel
Got you.
me?
Yeah,
But
I went out to LA and I'm Brooklyn, you know, the only street organization I was ever a part of was the Raiders.
the Raiders,
So
the D-Ups, you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
So but I'm a Raider. You know, I'm one of the founding members of the Raiders. So
Oh, no, bro.
yeah, I'm one of the founding members of the Raiders, so I'm going to LA. I'm raided out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I'm like, so my partner Big Still say, yo, they gonna think you from Insanes. I'm like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm Raiders. But I didn't know that, Insanes wear this and the 20s wear Pittsburgh. I don't come on man, I just wanna wear my silver and black. I
yeah,
don't but I'm
yeah.
but I'm coming from Brooklyn.
But now going back to how you said the 20s only wear Pittsburgh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think Snoop either
Love the
wear
Pittsburgh yeah, 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 yeah.
wear because it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Now, the rest of the world, you know what I mean, mainstream, commercial, they'll just think he's a big Steelers
Steelers
fan.
fan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's yeah, yep.
But those that know.
Got you. Got you. Yeah. So
Perfect,
go ahead, go ahead.
perfect example. A lot of folks, you might catch them in Indiana University hats, or you know what I mean, because they symbol the IU look like a pitchfork.
Interesting. But
Even
that's
though
all
it's
we're gonna say about that. Yeah, so you're not gonna help identify nobody. Uh yeah, yeah. So the other thing, so I wanted to shout out the Chicago rappers that I really, really grew up with, uh liking, and like I said,
you
um
fuck with Common,
who?
you fuck with Common.
Of course, Common is the one of the originals, but the almighty tongue twister. I'm not talking about do you want to ride in the backseat of a caddy twister. I'm talking about the fastest rapper. Yeah,
Yeah,
Twister. Yeah,
bro.
Twister. When he wore the big beads before he pimped out. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
backseat of my caddy twister. You
Yeah,
talking about?
exactly. Yeah, yeah. I'm
Nah,
talking about the almighty tongue twister. That was his name, the almighty tongue twister. I did a show with him in Arizona back in the days. He had these big beads on his neck. He had a funny hat, and he was like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
yeah,
yo,
he
it's
had
really
that fat ass hat. Then see,
exactly.
I'm a real hip hop fan.
Yep.
Now, most Chicagoans just know of him. Well, not Chicagoans. Most worldwide fans know of him as just Twister, the whole Rapid Fast, or even the whole him and Bone Thugs and Harmony beef they
Yeah,
had.
yeah. Nah, I'm talking about the
Yeah,
almighty tongue twister.
yeah.
Yep.
The black and white video with him in the straight jacket going
Yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah. The almighty tongue twister. But
Yeah.
like I said, I love Crucial Conflict growing up. I loved uh 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 who else I rock with from Chicago? I like Twister, Do or Die.
Yeah.
I like Do or Die a lot. I like Do or Die a lot. Like they song
But
Higher is one of my favorite songs. I used to rock with Lupe, but I can't say I do anymore. I think Lupe is acting really strange now, and I
what
don't
did
really know what
you
he's. Huh? Go
talk
ahead.
about? Can we talk about that? Why do you think he acting strange?
When he start talking about stuff that I don't really think he's educated on, as far as like vaccines and the virus and all, I don't really think he know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? I think he's kind of like,
But
go
that's
ahead.
all. That's always been him, though.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing though. He made a song where he said something about that, and I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it. Lupe could rap. One of my favorite freestyles from Lupe is called Switch, where he's rhyming to banging on four fours, sweeping on four four. It's a Texas way. So he started rhyming fast and he started rhyming slow.
That, see, you're a real hip hop fan
Of
because
course.
Chicagoans know that because that's first and 15th Fahrenheit. You feel me? Like all that shit, that's mixtape shit, that's real Chicago shit. But for
Yeah.
you to know that shit, real hip hop
Yeah,
shit.
I really listen to hip hop. So
But I'm
the
gonna tell
issue
you
go
something
ahead.
real quick about. I'm gonna tell you something real quick about Lupe that a lot of, not just Lupe, but a lot of Chicago artists, a lot of people do. He reps the West Side,
Mm-hmm.
but he went to high school in the South suburbs.
Hmm.
He went to Thornton. Now, there's nothing wrong with the South suburbs. Now, you feel me? Like, you got 147 Cowboy, you got Ty Money who from Harvey and shit, but it was a time in Chicago where, even though the burbs been the burbs and has been, it was a lot different, I should say. And being from the burbs was like oh nigga, you really ain't on shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
saying you from the west side of Chicago, you don't even got to say where you from the west side of Chicago. You just say you from the west side of Chicago, and niggas just think you either a money getting type of dude, or a hustler, or a thug, or something. You feel me?
Yeah.
You say you from the south side of Chicago, people just think you a killer. You know killers, or you scam, or you get some type of shit. You feel me? It's always been like that. You feel me?
So the father of production from Chicago to me is not Kanye West. It's No ID. That's one of the first people that I heard that's putting out that hip hop that I was like, yo, who
I
is this dude?
I fuck with No ID. No ID, in my mind, should be in the Mount Rushmore of hip hop.
Actual facts. And then we have Carl Thomas, right? He's from Chicago, right?
He's from Aurora, which is a northwest suburb.
Okay. But is it that's not Chicago? I don't know. Is it still
Okay,
Chicago?
so we in Chicago, we have a thing called Chicagoland area.
Okay.
So
Dang, y'all so territorial. You got Tocqueville, you got O
yeah,
Block, you got
so
JoJo
like,
World.
yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta live from. It's crazy. Go ahead.
So like so in Illinois, we really get territorial. But
Got
when
you.
we about like outside of Illinois, it's Chicago. It's Chicagoland area. Like you'll listen to the commercial or you watch something and it'll be like now serving this city, this town, and Chicagoland area. Because the suburbs are really like boom, boom, boom. Like the same okay, perfect example to break it down would be like the same way it might be a project. It might be city.
Got you.
You feel me?
I like people might not like him the way I liked him. I seen him perform, and I really love the song "Water" by Little Bibby. I like Little Bibby. I think his voice is ill. Little Bibby got an ill voice, and that song "Water," I seen him perform that in
That was Juice World was Bibby Artist.
yeah, I seen him perform that in Webster Hall, and the crowd went berserk, and I was like, first I love that sample because it's the same sample as Young Jeezy, I Got This, and it's the same sample as Cameron and Vado used that. You know what I'm saying? So I just love that sample, but I like Little Bibby voice.
And that's one thing about Bibby and her and just Chicago drill period. Like it's either that hardcore gangster shit or it's real soulful. It's either real hurtful, soulful beats or it's the real what we know coined drill beats. You feel me? Like, cause that's how drill music in Chicago was set up. Niggas is either reminiscing over homies or sad shit, or we about to go make some niggas sad.
Got you. But yeah. So who did I leave out? I know I'm leaving somebody out, but I like Little Bibby.
How do you, not even on the drill scene, but how do you feel about Chance the Rapper?
Nah, I don't listen to that.
No.
Nah. I listen to BJ the Chicago Kid. I like him too.
Yeah.
I like BJ the Chicago Kid. I like him too. I like that vibe right there.
You heard that song, Church?
I heard everything BJ Chicago Kid did. It's him and
I'm gonna tell you. One day I was just vibing out. It was a Saturday night, and I was getting ready for church, and I was playing that song. And my mom became a BJ the Chicago Kid fan because a lot of like PJ Morton, who was signed to Cash Money at the time, a lot of BJ the Chicago Kid, a lot of that come from church. You been hearing it. Like that's another thing. Like a lot of niggas talk about that drill shit, but church is important in Chicago too. And I feel like that's what gives us that sound.
I mean, we it's so hard, but pause. It's so hard to say this, but man, R. Kelly was R. Kelly, man. Like, damn.
That's enough strong voice.
Damn, man.
Like the nigga got all the shit that he had going on, but that's another church trained voice.
Shauna too. How could we forget Shauna and Buddy Guy?
But I was just gonna say you can't say Shauna without Buddy Guy.
Syl Johnson too. Can't
Yeah,
say Syl Johnson. Syl Johnson was crazy.
you got it too. Like Kanye said, like a seatbelt saved my life. And she also went to school in the South Suburb. Like District 205. I'm gonna just put it. Okay, can I just name off a list of like District 205 South Suburb people that made like
Go ahead, by all means. I don't listen. Vic
okay.
Mensa. I don't listen to Vic Mensa. I don't like what he had on one day. That just struck him from the record. But go ahead.
Okay. Brian Henry went to Thornwood. That's South Suburb. That's still District 205. You know what I mean? Good dude. I know him. Used to really like fuck with dude when we were shorties and shit. Used to live a block over from me on 158th. I lived on 157th. Good dude. Know his family. Like not even on no shit. Like I haven't talked to him in years because he's been doing his own thing. But like when I see him, it's always love. You feel me? 4. Another Thornwood. Like Thornridge. District 205 was Thornridge, Thornton, and Thornwood. Eddie Curry went to Thornwood. You feel me?
Okay.
NBA player. Thornton, you got Randall, NFL player. Napoleon Harris, NFL player. Harvey. Who else?
Where Derrick Rose from?
Derrick Rose from South Side of Chicago. He went to Simeon.
And so was Kevin Garnett is from there too, right?
Kevin Garnett from I think one of the Carolinas, but he went to Farragut, which is most people call Southwest, but it's like Southwest. You feel me? They consider the West Side, but like if you really from Chicago, you like Farragut, that's some Southwest shit. You feel me? Like Little Village, that area. Because yeah.
Didn't Derrick Rose get caught throwing the rakes up before?
yeah, like, but if you know, like, yeah, like family ties.
Gotcha. It was just, I was like,
yeah,
what did he just do? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but he used to up time, Darius Miles, Quentin Richardson.
The knuckleheads, yeah.
That's some whole other shit. Y'all look
both of them? Both of them is from the shop?
Knucklehead is this. Y'all look at this as Knucklehead, but in Chicago, we know what that is. That's some whole other. You feel me? Like,
so they both from Chicago?
They both from Chicago.
Wow, I didn't know that. Quentin Richardson and Darius Miles. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So like, but that's just what it is, man. And that's why.
Ain't Michelle Obama from O Block?
They say from around that way, but like EBT, EBT is really Eberhard, St. Lawrence, which is and that's right, maybe a few blocks over from King Drive, which is where O Block is on. So you think about like school zone, and these niggas went to school together.
Wow, yo, Michelle Obama's from O Block.
Yeah, they from like that shit crazy, bro. Like Michelle Obama, Hyde Park, like everybody be talking, and I'm gonna tell you another thing. Like everybody think about Hyde Park. Louis Farrakhan, he still live in Hyde Park, like, cause this mansion's it's so crazy in Chicago, bro. Like in Hyde Park, it's
why people saying Darius Miles is from St. Louis? What are they talking about?
They say, I mean, he grew up in St. Louis, but it's the whole growth. Well, never mind.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
This means something.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Because I know people want to go into the whole fact check, internet shit. He went to high school in this city, but like I say, it's the Midwest. We know, bro. Like I'm not arguing with nobody.
Got you.
Real shit.
Why y'all don't claim Young Bird too?
Bird
Hitmaker.
No, we claim that nigga, but he's Bird. You know what I mean?
Y'all let him get his chain thrown around and
he didn't do none of that shit.
What you mean? You said that, but ain't nobody from Chicago protect him?
Nah, bro. Like with him, he's Chicago, but I don't know. It's one of them things where, without like throwing shade or some shit, like niggas say that he not really where he from.
Got you.
So that may have something to do with it, and I don't know. But he also said it himself. He put himself in a lot of positions because he was off that ecstasy shit real hard.
So, do y'all claim Bow Wow too?
Bow Wow is from Ohio.
You right. You right. Okay. I was. Damn.
Niggas are claiming
I
Ludacris
mean, you know, when I said Bow Wow, I'm thinking the Brat. I'm not gonna lie to you. Why I don't know.
Def. So Def.
So yeah, exactly. When I said Bow Wow, I'm thinking the Brat. I'm thinking the Brat, but
It's
y-
so Def type shit. Yeah.
y'all claim the Brat,
Yeah, for sure. West Side Finest.
but Luda don't really claim
Luda,
Chicago.
Luda was born in Champaign Urbana, or might even been born here, but he didn't live here.
Got
You know what I
you.
mean? That's like a nigga claiming they from Germany because they parents was in the military. You feel me? But as soon as that tour was over, they back 21 Savage. That nigga's supposed to be like an
Yeah,
Englishman, but
yeah, 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 right.
half
He's a
left, right?
he
Yeah,
talk like
it's
Jeffrey. He talk like Jeffrey from Fresh Prince on the low.
feel me? Like, feel me? Like you could, when he talking, you could hear his British accent, but like that nigga did all the things that made him him in Atlanta.
So let
So
me ask you something. What is the story of Candyman? What is that all about?
Candyman started in the projects.
So that's a
That's,
real thing.
yeah, and it was like some creep type nigga.
Mm.
You feel me? And then it just spread, and then folklore, and then got the movies. Yeah,
So you don't say
like
Candyman. You don't. You really don't. Y'all really don't say his name, or it's over. Well, I don't care.
I mean, a lot of people like I do that shit as a kid. I was like that type of guy, like seeing what the fuck go happen. I used to say
Yeah.
Bloody Mary, all that shit, see what's gonna happen. But uh, a lot of people don't play that. No, I used to be that nigga like, oh yeah, I don't want to say Candyman, 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 Candyman.
Nah,
Like
don't say
trying
that on my stream.
like
Look, that nigga pay up in here. I'm gonna have to pop him. Like
Candyman. What's going
you
on?
cut out. You cut out your lights. These lights is on. Look at these lights is on. I'm not playing with that. Don't say that on my stream. You say that in front of my audience. We don't want him to. Look. You wildin'.
We
Yeah,
chilling.
yeah.
Got the mirrors going. No
No,
man, like
we ain't doing that. So, Chicago.
y'all.
What is Chicago? What is Chicago's most famous food? What is Chicago food known for? Because what's up with y'all pizza, man? What,
Pizza, deep dish, regular. And regular
but
is I,
so y'all eating lasagna pizza? That's what deep dish is. I ain't eating no pizza that's thick.
we actually got, and then we got stuff or whatever they call it. So we actually got three pieces, but like the pizza wars in Chicago really is deep dish or like thin crust or what the rest of the world may look at it. But it's like Giordano's, Luminati's, Unos, Duos, Pequods. When you come to Chicago, bro, we gonna have a feast, G. Like we, I'm
Nah,
gonna,
I'm definitely coming. So
we,
so
when you come, G,
uh
I'm not gonna lie, we got some of the best food because of the fact, like how I say that we are so segregated and there's different neighborhoods. You feel me? Like we can go to a Mexican neighborhood and get that authentic because there's nothing but Mexicans in there. You feel
yeah,
me? So
right, yeah.
you know what I mean? So we're going to get what they're, you feel me? Perfect. We go to Little Italy and get some real good Italian food.
All right, I got a
Somebody,
special diet. I don't really eat pizza. I don't really eat bread and all that stuff. So I might eat it. I might eat it for the nostalgia because I'm there. Just like when I went to LA, I had to get some Roscoe's. You know what I'm saying? But I
yeah,
don't really eat waffles and stuff like that.
burgers.
I don't eat burgers. I don't eat beef. It would have to be turkey burgers or chicken
Thing is,
burgers.
oh yeah, you get you a guy. Yeah, we got one of our sponsors, M Burgers. We'll go take you there. Epic, they got great shit. Fucking, we got shit up here that's crazy, bro. Like because we so diverse, and then it's like the health thing.
So
Like
you trying to say
I think we got
Chicago
the best
pizza is better than New York pizza? That's what you're trying to tell me?
facts. Like y'all shit just thin. It is crazy because y'all fold it. It to Chicagoans, it looks weird, and I'm pretty sure like the way y'all look at New York shit, like that shit fat as hell. We look at y'all shit like that shit skinny as hell.
Yo, I'm not eating no lasagna pizza, bro.
That shit look
Not
right.
doing it.
That
I'm
shit
not. Listen,
is
who, bro?
yeah,
Listen,
bro.
I want
Listen,
to listen. I want a slice. I don't even mind an 18-inch slice. Pause. Right, but I'm not eating no. Yo, how much of that could you possibly eat?
and that's the thing, bro. You only need a slice and a half, and you good. Like you good, G. I don't mean just like good. I'm full. I mean we finna go out, go to the club, drink all. You know what I mean? I got enough in me with this cheese, this sauce, this meat, and that's
Pause.
another thing.
Don't say the meat. Don't do that. Don't do that. We got
I'm
pause
talking,
that.
nigga. I forgot. Like in
Pause.
Chicago, get
Yeah,
real
yeah,
passionate about the food.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Cause
yeah.
we got a patty. Like it's a like Luminati's. Instead of like being like sausage crumbles on a pizza and shit,
Mm-hmm.
they put like a whole slab of just sausage.
Bro, I don't want no sauce. Pause. I don't want no sausage on my
Like
pizza.
not like that. Pause. On
Yeah,
pause.
cause
Like,
you know what?
like
Listen, no, but look, even if I didn't pause it, I don't even
yeah,
want no sausage on my pizza. Pause.
like, like
Yeah, we
like
having fun now.
you feel me? Now we having fun with it,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
but, but yeah, bro. But like yeah, G. Like that's how it is. Like another thing in Chicago, Italian beefs.
I'm not telling you what.
Italian beef.
Okay,
It's a
pause.
sound.
We might have to pause that too, but
See, y'all New York niggas is funny, man. Like, like y'all, you
you gotta pause that.
I gonna have to pause on everything.
Right, because I'm not eating no Greek beef, no black man beef. I'm not eating no beef, nobody's beef. Period.
G,
I'm not eating nobody's beef. Period. But I
he put
really ain't eating no beef.
he put the sound
Pause.
effect.
Yeah, we not doing that. Shout out to. Hold up, they being disrespectful in the chat room. It's some Chicago natives in there saying that our pizza is thin and greasy. What's
Yeah, it
wrong
is.
with y'all?
It is. That's a fact.
Come on,
And it's
man.
like you got it from a Chicago. Okay, from a Chicagoan looking at like how the world presents it, and it's just flop. It's just all. You feel me? Like
We
we
don't
look at
fall our pizza.
on the movies, G. Like every.
But you talking about
I'm,
white people though. We black people. This is what I need on my pizza. I need mad garlic,
okay,
and I need some crushed red peppers.
garlic. See,
Garlic. You
we
do
do
what?
Parmesan. Parmesan.
I'm gonna put cheese on cheese. That's mad salt. You know how salty Parmesan cheese is? Better if I'm eating something unhealthy. Y'all pizza is this thick. This thick. Why? What is that? Like y'all put crust on top and the bottom. What we doing? That is, listen. Y'all don't eat pizza. Y'all eating casserole, bro. That's not pizza.
Not how we eat that. That's a specialty. But the majority of the time, we eat in regular thin crust.
Thin
You feel me?
crust. So it don't. All right. So I could
But
take you to a place in New York. It's called Grimaldi's. Pizza
mm,
is slamming. It's so good you can't even buy a slice. You gotta buy a pie. They don't even sell slices, and the
damn,
line be crazy, and it's thin. But I
mm,
don't even know why I should have plugged them too. But they in Brooklyn, But everything we say, we gotta be mindful. Everything we say on these platforms, people be like, "Yo, he said Grimaldi's. Let me go check that." So
right.
Grimaldi's, if y'all looking this, you know what I'm
I,
saying? Y'all definitely no, but we don't. I don't fold pizza, right?
right.
And I don't eat meat on pizza. Pause. I just all
So
we
what?
do. Go ahead.
East
I just eat cheese pizza. I don't be putting all that crazy stuff on it.
in Chicago, we give that to kids. Like no cap. Like not even trying to be like disrespectful or
I'm a
funny.
grown ass man. No, but I'm
And,
just saying I'm not
like
trying to eat casserole, bro. I just want some dough. Look,
you
first of
know,
all, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead.
Chicago, how we eat our pizza: pepperoni.
Swine. Keep going.
If you swine, that's if you eat swine.
But keep going.
But, but if you don't, we eating ground beef. We eating chicken. Go put some peppers on it. If you're into mushrooms, go put some mushrooms. Even on the thin crust, like we'll put. I ain't gonna lie. Now that I think about it, we like everything on everything. Like just like our hot dogs. You feel me? Like the same way y'all call.
Pause.
See, that's not, bro. Like y'all weird, G. Like in Chicago, we really be thinking y'all weird, and that Paul shit is weird.
Yo, my man, cause you can't listen. All right, let me keep it real with you.
That shit.
When I eat listen, bro. When I eat a banana,
You breaking it apart?
I'm not sitting there. yo, I'm not. I break. I really break the banana off. Pause. I do not just open the banana and eat. I just not doing that. I'm not
Why?
making. I'm not making no banana. I'm not making no hot dogs. I don't. First of all, I don't even eat hot dogs. This is I'm
All right.
keep it all the way real with you.
So the whole see, and that's weird, bro. Like that's weird.
Do
Like
y'all
you
call
got
them conies too? Cause I went to Detroit and it
uh,
was coney everywhere. I'm like, yo, what is this coney? Y'all trying
yeah,
to bite Coney Island?
Midwest, any like chili cheese dog type or whatever, it's conies. But they call hot dogs. You feel me?
Got you.
Yeah, yeah. But like but that's some Midwest shit. But in Chicago, we call it a chili cheese dog.
So you eating chili, cheese, and all that on a hot dog?
Yeah.
I mean, we had.
I'll be like, I ain't go. Sorry to cut you off, but I seen like some shit on the internet. I forgot who it was, but it was an East Coast nigga, and like he was clowning his homie because his homie was eating a hot dog,
I'm telling you.
and he was like shamed, so he like put his coat and was like low key eating it, and I'm like, the fuck is he doing all that? That shit's weird. G, eat the fucking hot dog. Like we know you not gay, G. It's food. So like,
Nowadays, bro, we be knowing people are not, but the way stuff be going now, you gotta stay on code of not being all the time. So when you start, eating Franks and peeling bananas and eating the bananas a certain way, it's like, yo, my man, listen,
yeah,
we not gonna do that like that.
if you did some shit like that here, we definitely know you from like an East Coast shit. Like, nigga, where you from? You from either East Coast or the DMV with this.
I'm not even from the East Coast. I'm not even from New York. I am from Brooklyn. This is the whole. We got out. It's a whole different thing.
But you know what? The same way you say you from Brooklyn and y'all got boroughs, like on the South Side, that's like how it is. Like it's Chatham, it's Auburn Gresham, it's Roseland. You know what I mean? Like it's different sub communities within the community.
Got you.
Right.
Got you.
But
But we not eating. I'm telling you, bro. We not just relishing it up and putting chili and all this stuff and ketchup and just stay there and just putting it to your mouth and we not doing that.
see, like
That ain't happening in the town. I'm just telling you.
know,
Dude might roof. You might do that, and the dude might just come from the bottom and pow and smack all your sauerkraut in the air. Cause like, yo, my man, cause you can't hang with me if you doing that.
yeah, like what is you doing? G? You out here eating reckless. But in Chicago, like it's more like I don't know. We just different, G. Like
I'm not saying no. Chicago is thorough dudes. I'm just saying what we don't do. And again, I'm not eating no casserole pizza. I just want just look. This is what I go to. Even when this is what I say. Give me a slice. That's it.
yeah.
I don't even want you to heat it up. It could be sitting on a display. You ain't even gotta heat it up because I don't like hot pizza because the roof of my mouth ain't coming out. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing. In Chicago, we gotta have the piping hot. Now we do eat cold
Come
pizza.
on, man. The roof of your mouth is coming off, bro. The roof of your mouth is. I'm not doing that.
Better and the greasier the better. Like without plugging anybody, but it's a spot in Chicago, and I'm just saying this because like all the Chicagoans they know, it's a spot called Italian Fiesta, and it's pretty much in like all the South Side hoods. They got like few locations.
So y'all like greasy pizza.
We like greasy, thin crust pizza.
So when you pick it up, the grease got to run down your arm and all that. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, we don't need it, but it comes with it, so we used to it. And when we don't have it, it's like, damn, this piece ain't greasy.
Nah, bro. I don't do it. So somebody said y'all eat pizza with a fork in Chicago. True or false?
Deep dish, yes.
Because it's a casserole. That's what I'm saying. That's why you gotta eat it with a fork. It's a casserole.
Now, it depends on where you go to, because I know some spots without plugging. You feel me? That you could really pick up the deep dish, but then it gets sloppy and it get weird.
Come on, man. You eating meatloaf pizza now?
But it's banging.
Nah, bro. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick my slice up. I never fold my slice. I never fold my slice.
That's just how all New York, because like every time Because you got to think, bro. Like, you from New York, right?
Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. Remember, Brooklyn.
Not from New York.
I'm not from New York. Yeah, I'm from
I'm
Brooklyn.
talking to a Brooklyn dude, not a New
Yes.
York dude.
Okay.
So when you being from Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
you like you guys eat pizza, but when we see it, it's always someone folding this big triangle, and it's like that looks weird. You feel me? But because in Chicago, most Chicago pizza is cut in squares. You feel me?
Okay. No, I do like I like Sicilians a lot though. I
Yeah,
love Sicilians. So y'all
yeah.
Sicilians is already. So is no deep dish Sicilian, though, right?
No.
Okay. All right. Now we making progress. We making progress.
In Chicago, we don't even call it Sicilian pizza. Like, you just put me on something. Like, that's what y'all call it in New York.
A square is called Sicilian. Yes.
Yeah. See, we just used to the pizzas coming in squares with a thin crust.
So y'all don't eat triangles?
We eat triangles when we buy slices, or unless you buy deep dish. But if you go to you go to a pizza parlor or whatever, and you ask for a slice, it's the only time you get a triangle.
All right, so you go. It's either a square or a slice is a triangle. So when you get a pie, it's automatically a square pie.
Right.
That's a Sicilian pie.
Yeah, unless you go to Domino's or Pizza Hut, and then of course how they Pizza Hut do it. But if you go to just a regular run of the mill any Chicago pizza joint, and you just ask for a pizza, not deep dish, but just a pizza, it's coming.
So deep dish pizza. This is important. I wish I had my drum roll. Do deep dish pizza have ricotta cheese in it?
No, because
good. I'm not eating it. All right, I'm about to say because ricotta cheese. Fuck ricotta cheese. As a staff record label on the crew, I don't eat. If you put ricotta cheese on my plate, I'm leaving your crib.
Might as well eat cottage cheese.
Ricotta cheese is disgusting. Cottage cheese is disgusting. I don't eat none of that.
It is. I got crazy stories chilling with my grandma on the weekends. Trying to feed.
That's child abuse. So
yeah.
So what do you put on your slice?
Jalapeno peppers. Or giardiniera, or as the West Coast, or I don't know what y'all call it, spring mix. You know that's
oregano.
But that's normally already on the pizza. You feel me?
But we put more oregano on it.
Oh yeah. No, what we add on after we okay, so you go to a pizza spot and you pick up your pie. They're gonna ask for some packets of crushed red pepper flakes.
Okay, I'm with that.
And Parmesan cheese.
No, too much salt, too much sodium. I'm not doing it.
That's how we rock it. No matter if you got a deep dish, then we won't. You go to a pizza parlor and you sit down, it's going to be on the table in the shape.
Y'all still call it pizza parlor too?
Some people do.
Look, when I go and I get a slice, all I want on my slice, I'm gonna sprinkle some garlic, I'm gonna put some crushed red pepper flakes, and I'm busting it down and I'm out. All of that. Listen.
What do you mean garlic?
Garlic powder. Garlic powder. Y'all don't put garlic powder on y'all?
I'm going to go get a pizza tomorrow, and I'm going to put some. And I got garlic powder in the crib, so I be cooking. I'm going to try it. I've never had.
You never put garlic powder on a pizza?
I've never put garlic powder.
Oh, see. So all right. So what should I put on my? Because I don't eat pizza often. I might eat pizza probably once or twice a year, and I'm back in the gym full time, so I'm definitely not eating it. Maybe when I come to Chicago and check you. So what should I put on my pizza in New York?
Get the Parmesan cheese. Put that on there. The Parmesan cheese, crushed red pepper flakes.
I'm with that.
Because you don't eat swine.
Yeah.
I'll either do shrimp or chicken. Because that's how we do it here.
I do chicken. I ain't doing no shrimp. Shrimp is swine too. You know that,
yeah,
right?
I do. You know I know.
Okay.
But
yeah.
You know. Okay. For most Chicago, and it's crazy because even with the not to go back to like Chicago organizations, but like Chicago organizations, like certain organizations don't eat certain meats. They got like a diet.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I mean, so like going back to Italian Fiesta, and you can tell because like, oh, you ordered this type of pizza, oh, you must be under the fire, nigga. You ain't eat no pork. Like when people in Chicago, like the same. Okay, you might have across somebody and they don't eat pork, and you like, are you 5%er? You
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
NOI?
yeah. You're one of the Muslims? Like, nah, man, I just don't eat pork, man.
Right. They gonna be like, oh, you a stone, you a vice lord? Like, nah, I just don't eat pork.
Got you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when I see a lot of the before we close out, I see a lot of the BD rappers who when they talking, because I remember I see I used to watch from time to time, what's his name, Mubu Crump. He was just out of his mind, so I used to watch him because it was funny to me. But then, you know, when he started doing a little too much, I didn't really think it was funny no more, because I'm like, yo, somebody's gonna get killed. Unfortunately, that's how he met his demise. You know, once, like with me, if you don't, well, let me say this, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. If you don't rock with the dead, fine. You know what I'm saying? But you don't disrespect the dead. If somebody bring them up, you do have the right to say, yo, I don't rock with them. You do have to say that. But when you start all the smoking on stuff, I don't know what y'all, what that, I don't know what that's all about. The smoking on people, what is that? Could you explain that to me?
Yeah, and it's crazy because I used to work at a DCFS halfway house,
Okay.
and one of my clients passed away, and his former, you know, people that was in the halfway house with him, first thing they did was get on the internet like, oh, we smoking blah 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 pack, and all his relatives and friends.
But what is the pack though? I don't understand. What is the pack?
The pack is you smoking. Okay, so smoke. I smoke you.
Okay.
I smoke you.
Okay.
So when we smoking on somebody, we're pretty much, and not saying me, but Chicagoans, we're saying that as we're poking fun of your dead.
But what is the pack? I don't get what, when you say you smoke, is pack is the weed?
The pack is him. He's the weed.
So y'all call weed pack out there?
Yeah.
Okay, all
but
right.
Not no more. Not no
Okay,
more.
okay.
But at the time, that's what it was. So
Gotcha.
you smoke such and such pack.
Got you.
You're disrespecting him because he's gone. And even if I or my crew didn't do it, it's the fact that he's gone.
Got you.
You feel me? And
Got
so
you.
it's just overall disrespect. And that's why, you know, people got on that with Young and May because, you know, saying
She said smoke it too, cause yeah, she didn't understand.
Right, because if you just listening to Chicago rappers, you just think that's a slang, right?
I got you.
Like, if you listening to a Houston rapper and instead of saying I'm in my whip, I'm in my vehicle, they calling they cars a slab, you know what I mean? You just think that's just what y'all just call slabs.
Got
You feel me? That's saying contents, but they just using it so loosely that you don't even know it's disrespect.
Got you. Somebody asked me if I had never heard of loud pack. No, I don't smoke, so I don't even know the lingo.
That's Chicago term, smoking a loud pack.
Yeah. I don't even know. I don't
Yeah,
Somebody said I'm low key hating on the shot. What are you? I'm about to block you. How am I hating on the shot? I'm sitting here asking questions. Shut the fuck up.
That's a Chicago nigga. Soon as he
No,
said,
it's a female too. You hate. How am I low key hating on the shot? Because I'm trying to get clarity. Shut up.
Soon as you said low key, I knew it was
It's a broad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like you low key hate. How am I low? Do you feel like I've been disrespected, Chicago? I mean, we have our pizza war, but I don't know.
Yeah, but you know that's because we brothers, G. We know each other.
Yeah, like.
So they think this is just like ain't no disrespect. He's not low key hating on Chicago. He just don't know. Like the same way I'm asking him questions about New York.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
That's like somebody saying, like, because I even said it, like, y'all New York niggas is weird to us. Like, that's not disrespect.
That ain't make me mad, because I understand. We anything that's not too masculine to us, we be like, pause. I'm not disrespected by that.
To us, like, because somebody like, oh man, them New York niggas low key gay. That's why they be so like.
I don't know about all that though.
No, but I'm not.
Yeah,
You feel me? But I know some
yeah,
Chicago dudes that really feel like that. You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
Not just all Chicago dudes, but like the entertainers that they
yeah, yeah,
hear
yeah, yeah.
pause. And so you know what I mean? Like you can't wear all pink and then be like pause no homo. Because in
Got you.
Chicago, it's like you got a pink Range Rover, bro. You got on the pink fur, and you feel me? But
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, all right. What I was saying was, I see a lot of the rappers, and they be talking about on following them. They say that a lot, right?
now, faux, you could be full corner hustler. You feel me? Now, when they saying on folks,
Well,
on,
the accent
on
makes sense.
folk,
The accent makes it sound like they're saying on folk. I don't
yeah,
think they pronounce the K sometimes,
yeah,
but
like, and that's the thing. Like, some of them they really saying folk,
oh,
FOE,
okay, okay,
like corner hustler, like on folk, phone them. You feel me? And then some niggas like on folk. Some like most Chicago niggas is not saying folk. They saying folks. That's
oh,
that's folks now. You feel me? Now outside they be like, that's folk. He folk. But like no, we like that's folks now. Or that's fo now. You know what I mean? But like even then, that's just like and that's crazy because it's funny you say that. We use words that you would and we don't even we just use words. You feel me?
mm-hmm.
Because we is like we know where everybody stand type of like we might call somebody slime or blood.
So
But
yeah, okay,
you feel me? And when I say we, I mean like just Chicago. You know what I mean? Now, somebody from outside looking in, maybe like they Chicago news. They must be Chicago Bloods because they're from Chicago, but they saying slime.
what
You know
does
what I mean? Or
slime mean to y'all? I'm confused.
slime just mean like bro,
Oh, because I
like that.
never even knew what slime meant out here. I'm like, I wanted to ask Nori one day, where you get that
Like
slime
slime,
from?
like apparently slime is like something with bloods. You
Okay,
feel me? Yeah. So, but that's another thing. Chicago people are everywhere that we got people that's really cool with bloods in Atlanta or in LA. So you just pick up on the term. You feel me? You be around somebody so long that you pick up on it. Or you
got you.
just or if you all day you listen to Young Thug or you listen to Atlanta rap, you feel me? Or you listen to because that's just what you listening to because you like music. Not even no, I like this. I like 21 Savage or I like whatever rapper because they part of this organization. You just like the music. So they like this my slime, this my slime. You just no, this my slime.
Got you.
Yeah, that's
So,
how we.
all right. So, what area got the baddest women?
Mm. And it's crazy you say that because on every side of town, it's set up the same. It's just different. But I'm gonna have to say South Side. I'm a South Sider, so I'm gonna say South Side.
He rapping for the
I'm
what's
gonna
the
put
what's
now
go ahead.
West. They'll hold you down. They
Mm.
will hold the brother down, take care of you. But South Side, they definitely they got it though.
What about what's the most? Is it the most dangerous area?
Every side of Chicago got the most dangerous. Got multiple dangerous areas.
Got you.
Yeah. Now, the most infamous are the ones that the media show or the ones that the rappers are rapping about.
Because all we know is 63rd and like Obla. That's all we know. We don't know no better.
Right. You don't know about
Okay.
it.
Got you.
But it's popping everywhere.
Got you.
And that's how the murder rate is what it is. Like, it's not like 44 people just dying on the south side and it's like this one 63rd. You feel me? Like, it may be in total in Chicago, it may be 10 on the west side, 10 on the south side, 10 on the east side, 10 on the north side. But on that, two may be on in Inglewood, two may be in the hundreds.
You have y'all had good times too, man. Y'all had good times.
In the projects, that was Chicago, yeah. You remember,
Wow.
man? You remember the movie Meteor Man
Yes.
about Robert Townsend?
Uh-huh.
You know the Golden Lords?
Yeah.
They were based off the Vice Lords,
Oh wow, the Lords. Yeah, the Lord. Yep.
but
Wow.
that's had the black and gold, and they had to go ahead. And of course, Vice Lords wasn't rocking gold hair, but it was just the gold. That's what it represented because that's one of like the vice. Robert Towns is from the West Side,
See, I
but
didn't even know that. Robert, shout out to Robert Townsend. A lot of people be trying to big up the Wayans family, but if it wasn't for Robert Townsend, there would be no Wayans family. Let's just get that straight. A lot of people don't know that.
Isaiah Thomas from the West Side. Pat Beverly.
Isaiah Thomas, I seen him kiss Magic Johnson, so I always felt a certain way about Isaiah Thomas.
Hey, that man, a street legend on the West Side, in Chicago, period. But on the hooping side, but like he mob ties too to some organizations.
Got
He's
you.
not a part of Oz.
Got you.
But he's part of yeah, man.
Got
That's
you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so y'all had good times. Y'all had
What else? Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, of course, Chicago MD, all of that. Death Wish with Bruce Willis. That was Chicago.
the remake, because the original Death Wish is Charles Bronson.
Right. The remake.
Yeah, the remake. Okay. Cooley High. How could we forget Cooley High? Yo, it was GD's and Cooley High, right?
Yeah. Disciples.
Yeah, it was like, you and what army? This army. And I was like,
But that was actually just an independence. Because during that time frame, actually, they could have been BDs. Because the GDs was known as the gangsters. And the Disciples was under King David, which we know is the BDs. So, Cooley High, if we really break it down, it was BDs.
wow.
But came together, but most disciples but that's the thing. Everybody talk about GDs, but BDs are holding together. That's what it's deep, bro. It's
Got
deep.
you.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the Chicago culture influenced so much.
Come on, somebody said Perfect Strangers. Now we not doing that. You can't say Perfect Strangers without saying pause. If you talking about that TV show, it's an old TV show which you gotta pause if you talk about Perfect Strangers. Nobody watched no Perfect Strangers. That was pause.
Yeah.
Family Matters was out there too.
Family Matters was Chicago. Yeah.
Okay.
Carlin was CPD. Yep.
Married with Children and Roseanne, they saying too.
Rockford, Illinois. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Education of Sonny Carson is Brooklyn. Cut it out.
And that's northwest Illinois.
Yeah.
That's northwest suburbs. That's what you consider northwest suburbs. Aurora, Joliet, Rockford, all of that. Elk Grove, you feel me? Those real suburbs. When you think about suburbs.
Somebody said Ferris Bueller too?
Ferris Bueller was Chicago too, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
So hold up, All in the Family is Chicago too?
Yeah.
No, not All in the Family. Not All in the Family. I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of Jeffersons. I'm bugging. I'm thinking of Jeffersons because the Jeffersons come from All in the Family. I'm bugging.
Yeah.
I'm
But that's
bugging.
me. I think about it. That's New York.
Yeah. But y'all had good times.
At East Manhattan, we had good times. I want to say 227, but I feel like that's from Harlem with the stoops. But like this area, like Brunsville, we got a lot of brownstones and the stoops that look just like Harlem too. So in my mind, 227 is Chicago, but
Harlem has brownstones too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But Brooklyn is more famous for the brownstones, but Harlem has a lot of brownstones too. You know what I'm saying? Harlem has their
Brunsville used to be like I said, how we got the sections and shit. Brunsville used to be considered or called in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s Little Harlem, because Brunsville, the numbers and everything that was going on, the black pro excellence, everything that Harlem represented, that's what Brunsville on the south side represented.
So how close are y'all to Wisconsin?
4 hours, but depending on you driving, like Chicagoans, we get there 2.5, 3 hours.
So
Like
go
that's another. We'll hit that highway and we'll just take over, and that's crazy. Like we just have that mentality. Chicagoans, like we about to just hop in this whip, and we finna take this city over wherever we go, because it's so close. Like we are the transportation hub. So we be out everywhere. And the same thing, like I say, it's a good thing, and that's why we get our hands on things quick too because we the transportation hub.
Somebody said Bronzeville was the Chicago version of Harlem.
I said that. Yeah, they said the
Yeah.
same thing. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Got
that's
you.
right.
Got you.
Yeah.
So the women is all over. The dangerous is dangerous all over.
No,
Um.
kinda, but it's not okay. It's dangerous all over, but it's not dangerous. You feel me?
Got
Like,
you.
you know what I mean? Like anything can happen to you anywhere, but it's only certain areas where you should feel leery.
Got you.
Right?
Do you know that it's a show called What's Happening? That's a
Yeah.
spinoff of Cooley High.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, look at What's Happening. Go on YouTube and watch What's Happening. Watch the opening credits. It says it's from Cooley High. Because look at, remember Roger Thomas and the same dude with the glasses. Dwayne liked basketball. Dwayne. Yeah, it's from Cooley High. It's like a remember the little sister was an idiot, and the D from Good Times. You know what I'm saying? He always had to watch his sister so he couldn't go out. Remember Roger Thomas couldn't never go out because he always had to watch D. Yeah, look at it. Even in the beginning, it says it's like a I forgot what they said. Like an interpolation of Cooley High. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope.
Yep. A lot of people don't know that.
I never knew that.
Yeah, you could go on Good Times. I mean, you could go on YouTube and look up Good Times. It'll say that on there. So, what's this Harold's thing, man? Before we go, what's Harold's?
The best chicken in the world, mild sauce, salt, pepper, lemon pepper.
It's fried chicken.
Oh, I'm sorry. See, I just went into a whole Chicago thing. Like my Chicago fans, the Chicago listeners, they probably like, "Yep, he's telling the truth." But it's fried chicken, right?
Uh-huh.
Wings. They got legs and thighs, but
I don't eat no. Look, if you put a chicken leg on my plate, we shooting the 5. I don't care who it is. It could be an old lady. I don't eat no chicken legs. But go ahead.
Yeah. So it's chicken wings. You get 4 wing, 6 wing, 10 wing, 8 wing. You can get a mix.
Is it wingettes or the whole wing?
Whole wings, my brother.
Got you.
Fried, crispy, and then they put the mild sauce on it.
What's mild sauce? Just regular sauce.
Not regular sauce, because you can only find it in Chicago.
But I'm just saying, it's not hot sauce. It's not. Do it got a little?
I wouldn't consider it a barbecue sauce. I would consider it a tangy sauce, but not like tart tangy, like a sweet tangy barbecue sauce, but thinner than barbecue sauce. You feel me? So you feel me? So it's a nice consistency sauce.
I will put my BBQ's wings against Harold's. You ever been to BBQ's in New York?
I haven't. I gotta get down to BBQ's.
The chicken wings are like this big. First of all, they're like pterodactyl wings, first and foremost. So that makes me happy. Because you only need like 2 of them. You don't even need a lot of them. And they got Hennessy sauce. They got honey sauce. And they got what's the other sauce? I know Hennessy sauce is the big ones.
Yeah.
So the other thing that I wanted to ask, well, I can't really ask you this because it's whole wings, but flats or drums?
Just me, period. I'm a drum man.
Yes, yeah, I see. Yeah, I'm a deal with that. I don't like flats, man. You keep that.
Too much work for flats.
Yeah,
and
but
Ross made flaps popular.
I don't listen to what Rick Ross say. I just listen to his music. He don't influence me to do nothing. But go ahead.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But it seemed like soon as Ross said flaps, lemon pepper, everybody just all of a sudden, I only want flaps. I only want the flaps.
No, I don't eat flaps.
I don't eat flaps. It's too much work.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I seen somebody take the chicken and push it down and all the paws. I'm not doing none of that, man.
Yeah.
We not doing none of that. I don't even like chicken legs, but I do eat drums. Because chicken legs, first of all, I don't even know if that's real meat. Pause. I don't know what's in that is not the same. If you eat a thigh, You eat a breast, you eat a wing, eat a chicken leg. The texture's a little different, bro. It's not the
You know,
same. And then they be having this tendon in there. Nah, I ain't doing it.
no, you're right. You're right. You're right.
And my father, bless the dead, but I have to say, fuck him for what he did to me in chicken legs. Well, me and my big mouth, right? Me and my big mouth. You know, you
But
give
but he
people.
did.
People always give the kids the legs, right? The kids always get chicken legs.
Yeah.
Me being about 7 years old, I said, yo, why do I always get the chicken leg? I don't like chicken legs. Could I get another piece? Could I get a wing sometimes or something like that? So my father was like, oh, really? Because you know, as a black kid growing up, you can't be picky with no food. You can't say what you like and dislike. Now the kids got it good. They get to say what they like and dislike. So my father was like, oh, really? You don't like chicken legs? I said, well, I always get them. You know, sometimes I like the other, I want to try the other pieces. He said, well, being that you don't like chicken legs and you want to run your mouth, that's all you ever gonna get is a chicken leg. So every time we got chicken,
Yeah. Fuck
every
Pop.
time they fried chicken, Pop Duke was always giving me the leg.
Yeah.
So as I
Yep.
grew up, I'm never eating no chicken leg. I don't care if you fricassee it. I don't care if you fry it. I don't care if you boil it. I don't care if you poach it. I don't care if you roast it. I don't care if it's on a roasted chicken. If it's
I'm not-
only listen, if there's only chicken legs left in the world,
I'm not eating.
rest in peace to me. I'm gone. I'm going out. I'm not doing no chicken legs.
It's funny you say that because I have the same sentiment towards runny eggs. Because I went to visit my step grandfather who stayed in Indianapolis. Real shit, who stayed in Indianapolis with my cousins from Michigan, Kalamazoo, and Detroit and shit. And we in Indianapolis. It was a crazy summer too. I got into it with some Crips out in Indiana. And this is like me one summer being 12 years old, knowing nothing but like Chicago stuff. And at the time, my parents, they was like, he don't want no runny eggs. I didn't even eat eggs really as a shorty until I was like, oh, after that.
I still
Because
don't eat eggs. Never
he-
ate. Yeah.
he made me sit at the kitchen table, and he was an old man. Like at the time, if I'm 12, he probably like 80. Like
Yeah, they be
old.
disrespectful. Old people be disrespectful.
And they, you know, they wake up early, and then you know, if I'm up in the house, it's my house. Everybody gotta get up. Ain't nobody go sleeping around my house. So like, bro, why is you up at 6? Like you ain't got nothing to do. You don't work. You don't do nothing, G. Like it's Tuesday. We here in the summertime. Ain't nobody trying to be up. So. And we in Indianapolis. My people like, no, you just gotta wait 2 weeks to come back. Cause
So basically, he made you eat the eggs
man made me eat the eggs, G. But the eggs, he used to make me sit at the table
every day.
every day, G,
Nah.
from like 8 a.m. to like a good noon, and he like started making us lunch. Like I could not leave. I could not for like a whole week, G. So I'm like, the first day I'm thinking this man is crazy. I'm crying. I'm calling my people. G, this nigga. Like I don't eat no runny eggs, G. Like, and he used to make us eat it. We used to eat the scrambled eggs, 1 slice of bacon, 1 sausage link, and toast. Cause that's, you know, he 80 something. That's all he need. He's straight. You just something coat my stomach.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not eating no eggs. Let's just go through it real quick. I'm not eating no eggs. I don't care if you poach them. I don't care if you fry it, you boil it. Especially, I'm not eating no boiled egg. Why would I eat anything that smell like fart? First and
Right.
foremost, I'm not eating scrambled. I'm not eating over easy, under easy, sunny side up, sunny side down. I'm not eating no eggs. That's for one, right? I'm not eating no mayo either. I'm not eating no mayonnaise. I'm not
Mayo
eating.
is eggs. And that's crazy. Like that's why I don't want to eat it. That's why I
Look,
really don't like
but I don't eat no white sauce. Don't put nothing white on my food. I'm not eating no sour cream. I'm not eating no blue cheese. I'm not eating no ranch. No.
You gotta say pause. Cause I know
That's the
pause.
point. That's the point I'm making. That's why I don't eat it.
G, like
I'm
in
not
Chicago,
eating that. So people be sitting there eating a sandwich, and you see that little white mayo on the side of their mouth. I'm like, yo, my man, white.
it's tweaking you.
Yo, I
It's
can't.
that-
Yo, I get somebody like, I think her name was Carla in the chat room. I get triggered. If you put it, I'm telling you, put a chicken leg on my plate, I'm just gonna look. All right, look. If I come to your crib, and I'm very respectful, but if I come to somebody's crib and they say you want some chicken, and you put a leg on my plate, I'm gonna say, listen, excuse me, no, thank you. I don't eat chicken legs. So
Oh yeah.
I'm not eating that.
You come to Chicago. You okay? You like chicken and waffles? Or you like that whole concept just in general?
It's cool. I don't really like uh uh I don't really like it's cool. I don't really eat it a lot though.
You gotta take Chicago chicken and waffles, bro.
So it's better
Cause
than Harold's. Harold's is not chicken and waffles.
no,
Oh, okay. It's just Harold. Because when I was in L.A. on Hollywood, they had a Harold's chicken. I'm like, come on, man. This is L.A.
apparently Harold's in Atlanta they're serving drinks. Like I don't know what, but that's the thing. Like Harold's to the rest of the world because it's so popular. Just a name, like people get it and they made it an attraction. But when you go to a Chicago Harold's,
Mm-hmm.
it's not like in some little corner, hole in the wall, or just in the middle of a plaza. Ain't no seating area, maybe like 3, 4 benches, and you just really order your chicken or your fish.
Keep it moving, right? Shout out to
Boom,
everybody in the chat room too.
you get out.
We
And they
had
come.
I think we had up to like 600 people. We got 300 likes. We could use some more likes. They're here watching. It's been pretty cool in there. I had seen somebody said they had to unsubscribe from me or whatever. I don't care. I just
No,
don't
they have
care
to,
because
what
people because I'm not Vlad, because I'm not white. You know what I'm saying? They'll give him 4 million subscribers, but they'll tell me I'm a hater and this and whatever. Just so unsubscribe and go do something. I don't care because that really don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care who unsubscribe. You don't have to announce it. Just leave. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But anyway,
especially yeah, but
yeah.
like yeah, when you
All I do is provide content. I'm having some fun tonight. Me and you had a build on Instagram, and I'm bringing you here. And this is another black man with a platform. So
they
hopefully,
I'm talking about. I ain't saying nothing
no,
disrespectful.
no, no. They're saying they had to unsubscribe from me because I'm a hater and all that. So my thing is, for you is what they don't understand is that we're having dialogue, but I'm also bringing you on here because you have your own platform that I'm showing love. I want other people to come from my 189,000 subscribers and go subscribe to your channel. That's what it's really all about. You
And
know
I'm
what I'm
not even
saying?
before I even did this podcast because I'm just starting season 2 in February. You know for sure you going to be the first episodes,
Yeah.
but most definitely, um, I used to just always love your shit,
Thank you.
like, and coming from like a fan of podcasts, not just a person having one. I never liked Vlad because Vlad always just being black disappropriates the culture
Got you.
and clickbait. But you, no matter who you had on, it's always been good content. Even when you used to just do you, and it's just you. You
Talk
feel
my
me?
yeah. Just talk my yeah.
Talk. It was real. You feel me? Like, and when I said like, man, if I ever do a podcast, I'm gonna do that shit like Doggy. So,
I'm okay with that.
and it's crazy, G, like real shit, because when you got good content and good thoughts and good vibes, bro, you don't need none of the glitz and none of the. Tell me something
Yeah, I don't
crazy.
even be messy. I don't even be messy. I don't be up in
Don't,
people's
bro.
business.
You
Go
don't.
ahead.
I'm super comfortable. Like you can tell by my mannerisms, bro. I'm super comfortable. Like
Listen, everybody who I interview, sometimes they be a little nervous because of what other platforms do. And then when I interview people, they be like, yo, man, it was just us kicking it. Because this is the vibe that I want to, that's the vibe that I brought to interviews. I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to ask you critical questions. If I don't understand some stuff, we going to laugh, we going to joke, we going to do all that stuff. But I always want my guests to feel like, yeah, I'm just kicking it with the homie. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And because, like I said, this is our second time kicking it. But then I said to you, no, I got to bring you on the show. And then you left a comment on something today, and I said, yo, what you doing tonight? And
yeah.
then here we go. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, caller. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. So before we go, give them your social media.
All right. So you can find my social media, Tone Diesel. If you search it, it's all the same. Tone _ Diesel. Or as soon as you put in Tone Diesel, it should pop up. Diesel like the gas, Diesel. Tone as in dial tone, simple.
It's on the
Um,
screen. Just tone_diesel right under you. They can see it. Okay.
right. And then the podcast, it's G Talk, the number 2020, like the year or like the vision. One word, no spaces, no hyphens. GTALK 2020, and that's the YouTube, Facebook, all the social media is the same. And I,
Got you.
bro, yeah,
All right,
but
so
really do love, bro. Like when you come to Chicago, I'm gonna make you feel super comfortable, G. I'm
no,
gonna pick up.
like me, like I said, I just love to come. I travel.
Yeah,
I've been in Atlanta, Miami,
yeah,
LA, all the like within the last
yeah,
month. I just been all just being on a plane. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Just going and just traveling amongst this this wacky time. But 2021 is the time where we got to get it. We got to, people be saying chasing the bag, but a lot of dudes really just be chasing the box. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't chase bags. I get called for it and then I go get it. I'm not chasing nothing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And
So, go ahead.
that's how I feel about the clubs. Like it was, and that's how I know that me becoming a businessman with this platform
I don't go to
has,
clubs.
you feel me? Like, no, if I'm not getting paid, I'm not going there. Like what I look like all in the whole club process, it's a gimmick, bro. But it's the image. But like I say, me and you, we see the world differently. So we
Facts.
not
And
that.
my audience too. Listen, one thing I will say, my audience is intelligent men and women. Every now and again, I gotta,
Yeah,
tell them about themselves. But
yeah.
uh, 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 his channel is what? Say your channel one more time.
My channel is G Talk 2020, and I'm going to have new episodes in February. So just
Nah,
follow me
go
now,
back to the archives, man. They gotta watch what's already there. G Talk 2020. Watch that.
and we got some more, and I got some bonus interviews that I'm going to be putting up soon too. So subscribe to me now, man. Check me out, February.
All right, so let me sign you out so I could get up out of here. And I'll build with you later on. Me and you we'll holler later on. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for coming through. We had a good time. New York pizza's still better.
Yeah,
BBQ's wings is still better than any Harold's or Michael's or whatever.
things when you come, bring me some BB. Bring me that, and we
I'm
go
supposed to
we
get
go.
on a plane with BBQ's. What we doing?
Hey, listen, in Chicago,
Like,
listen. We on the plane with Harold's.
nah, bro. I don't travel with food. I'm just one of the people who don't travel with food. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but we gonna figure it out. Oh, I think his thing went out. Pause. Yeah, he got disconnected. All right, so I'm gonna sign him out anyway. He got disconnected, so I might as well just sign him out. So yeah, this is Doggie Diamonds at Doggie Diamonds TV. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. Oh, somebody sent me a cash app. I appreciate you. $ Doggie Diamonds is the cash app for anybody who want to send anything. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm having a good time. We know we laughing. We're going back and forth about food, which we always do. New Yorkers and Chicago people, we argue about pizza. Thank you to everybody who subscribed. Um, um, thank everybody who hit the bell. Almost close to 200,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy about that. Have more content coming out. I work every day. You know what I'm saying? Been really work every day. Just you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm just back in the gym, just doing what I gotta do, trying to stay happy, healthy. And on my exercise thing. And yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was 190 pounds. I weighed myself. I'm only 183. You know what I'm saying? And did I'm 183. Y'all could think that. Y'all could think y'all could take me or whatever at 183. Don't sleep. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of stamina. I run that treadmill for like an hour on like level 5.5 and level 3 on the incline. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't walk around with that energy though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front. I ain't one of them dudes who like to fight, but I don't be walking around with that energy. We too old for that. You know what I'm saying? We can't be do that. You know what I'm saying? I called you a broad because I could have called you a bitch. You were being disrespectful. So I just said broad because I didn't want to call you a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So what you shouldn't do is you shouldn't talk crazy to me. You're watching me. You could ask me for clarity before you call me a hater. It's certain words that I just don't like because I've never been no hater and I don't hate nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to women a certain way. I don't disrespect women. But when you get out of pocket, I'm going to kick you back in pocket. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And if you don't like it, you could just, I'm not disrespectful. You disrespected me first. Don't call me a hater. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't even hating. Me and this man having dialogue. He didn't feel disrespected. Who are you to say that I'm low-key hating? How could I hate on Chicago? I brought somebody on the show to talk about Chicago. So just calm down, relax, take a deep breath. Whatever you got to do to, do what you got to do. Me, I'm 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yeah, but my phone is going off somewhere. Where is my phone? Anyway, yeah, so I could have been very disrespectful. I know how to disrespect people, trust me. I know how to be very, very disrespectful, but I don't even give it up like that. But don't call me no hater. You know what I'm saying? Don't call me no hater. And broad is not even. I didn't even. They said was it? They said it was a guy. I said it wasn't a guy. It was a broad. I could have said. Listen. How am I short and I'm 6 feet? See, this is where it's time for me to go. Cause I don't even like posting pictures, right? And it be dudes commenting first on my pictures on Instagram and stuff like that. That kind of bothers me. I ain't gonna front. That was all right. So you said bye. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna put you out of your misery. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it. You have a good life or whatever the case may be. You being real, so you could diss, but you can't take. What it be 7? Calm down. But yeah, I don't like listen, future reference, man, on that gram, Facebook or whatever. I can't be having these men coming on my pictures, commenting. I gotta chill, man. Don't be saying, yo, you look like it. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Stop. So it is what it is, man. I'm Doggie Diamonds. Until next time, I'm out of here. Peace. Make sure you click subscribe, youtube.com/Doggie Diamonds TV. Until next time, peace.